Jack is Jack Jr. We had a good puke there at 55.40 in the S&Ps. I have the 1 second chart up. You saw it just move 5 points in 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
That is liquidation. Go ahead, JD.
Liquidation.
Love this 1 second chart.
So yeah, that would be the concept of what you're teaching. Keep doing one thing over and over again until it becomes second nature. That's the exercise of trading one single micro. I know it's not exciting, it's not sexy, but you're not going to blow up an account. You're not going to blow up a 100K account trading one micro unless you go really ham on that.
And the thing is, you do it so often that your speed, if you bring the body, the mind will follow. If you get your speed, pretty soon you'll understand what that speed is bringing to the table for you.
Headed to the beach. For later scenes in the beach, but Sedutsa stayed behind with a guy,
Yeah,
and
great
then
concept.
the guy left.
Great idea.
Without
I wish more traders would
My next
take you
guest
up
was
on
at
it
the
also.
same resort.
All right, one final question, Dad. The people want to know: you're celebrating you and Mom are celebrating your 50th wedding anniversary.
Order filled.
Did you start trading before or after you got married?
I started trading.
Do you remember it being that way on that day that she went missing?
Before.
Yeah, I remember the wave
And,
a lot.
Order filled.
your mother made everything possible for me in
I'm
this
not
world.
gonna go into the ocean because I know I can swim, but not that
Guiding
well
light
enough
of
to
my life.
feel safe in the ocean. I have a couple friends that do.
I mean, I've been lucky.
Very nice.
I know prize. Although I told her I was a very great
So we
prize
know,
at one time.
from your account and from your videos,
Order filled.
waves were rough.
And I
believe
fell
that?
off the turnip truck
What
one
about
day,
which
and
danger?
I don't know, here I am.
Did anybody at the resort or anyone in the DR ever say to you, be careful
All 50
at night
years
going
of
down
Mom's
the
there,
beach.
tell her
Don't
I love
go down this way or
You
that way.
will.
Don't wander off our resort part of the beach.
She's a nice lady, ain't
Notice
she?
lots of police or patrols on the beach.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
I've known her all my life. Yeah, I'll say good things about her. 50 years
Order
of Coach
filled.
Jack, head coach of the Bull Brigade.
She told me that, yes, you were in Vegas. Were you eating vegetables every day like she told you?
Every single day. Every single day.
Okay.
Without hesitation.
Second security guard whistling at people to come in for the
Full circle.
beach. But that was
Probably under the leg of the table there.
Practice every day down to the
Little trick I used to play on my sister growing up. Alright guys, we're going to step aside and let Coach Hoop get in here. Pop, I'll catch you later. I'll talk to you tonight if I don't talk to you.
Okay. Should I get out of here?
Have a good day. Yeah, go ahead. You are good to go.
I'll just
Okay.
kick off with you here.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, everybody.
Couldn't get started.
Thanks, Pop.
Water was
See you
shut
in a bit.
off, the power was shut off, the TV wasn't working,
While we're
no
setting up
Wi-Fi,
Coach Hoop,
the towels
Coach,
smelled like vomit,
Jake
there
P
was
coming in
so much
here
water
too.
that
We're
had
going to take a look at
to be used for
these
everything.
markets real quick. We are
The
still.
drinking bed. Do you think that maybe Sedutsa
Well, that was
and
interesting.
others
I finally
were
found a
maybe
use
down on
case
the
for that
beach
1
more
second
than
chart. I
they
was
would
looking because I saw the move
otherwise
happen at
because of the resort?
55.40.
Order filled.
In the S&P, we had a, that's why I was flipping back and forth. I think my screen was up, JD. Take a look. I don't know how far they go back with the 1 second, but you'll see it right here. Look at this move. This is 1 second on the volume. 2K ES contracts traded in 1 second there. Someone peeking through the market. Took it all the way down 6 points and then back. So something got liquidated there. And now let's see if it was a good puke or not, because we're still hanging right around that area. Yeah, near new. That was a 1 second chart. You saw the prices. I wanted to see if the volume worked, see how many contracts traded there. And so yeah, 6 point instant move in the ES. 2,000 contracts traded. So some would have just been sitting in the book, but
Order filled.
I've seen that very often.
Order filled.
Besides that, we're kind of between levels right now. We're kind of gunning now 55 is the big level. That's 5,500 in the spot market for the ES. Anything you're seeing here?
To the downside, not a whole lot right now. 5,500, I like that big fat round number that you're talking about. Below that 5460 to 45 area. Definitely a nice target. I had that lined up earlier today. It's been a while since we've been back down here. Right here, lining up with these lows.
So when things are selling off this much, I think my screen's still up. Oh, just go back to the spot market and take a look on the day chart. Here's the 5,500. What do we got? We got the September lows at 5,400. Now these will be different prices slightly in the contract. Well, how low can we go, JD?
How low can we go? We can definitely go below zero, right?
Not in the
That's not gonna happen
ES.
today, folks.
Order filled.
Well, you can go below zero in the
Order filled.
commodities we learned because you have to store them.
Yes, exactly.
The good news is that the market cap of all 500 of the biggest companies cannot go below zero. You just go bankrupt. So what do we got here?
Not gonna happen today, folks. Not gonna happen today.
How we doing, guys?
There, Coach Hoop, head coach of the
JD, Jack.
Hit Raiders.
Hey, Hoop.
How you doing today?
Order rejected.
Doing good. Enjoyed. Watched Jack carve it up last week while you were gone.
Yeah,
True
I don't want to bring
scalper.
attention to it.
A true scalper. Nice. Did you trade anything besides the micro ES last week, Jack? Is that the market of choice?
Just micro ES last week, and now I have expanded it to trading a little bit larger than that.
What gamma levels you leaning on now, Jack?
5510 would be the 5,500 level or about in the SPX, and that's the big one of them all right now. Share this tab instead.
This is roll action going on now, too, boys.
Yes.
Yep. Whips.
Whips back and forth. I don't know if you were listening to the background. We saw 2,000 contracts trade in a second through the market.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I thought it was interesting. Open interest is up 58,000 contracts in the front month with it, a week away from rollover. So that tells me the shorts are still leaning in here. That's for sure. Yeah.
And sometimes they don't have to come back either. I think sometimes it's easy to trade futures and think that everybody is just also trading futures, and if you're short, you are short and can be squeezed, etc. But with more risk and uncertainty, if people are just reducing their exposure to reduce multiples on earnings and stuff, they may not come back in.
Right. I think it's so funny, it's such a florism, everything looks the greatest at the top and worse at the bottom. And, getting my ass whooped in July and August, going up into the right forever. And now I get scared, I get 3 days in a row. I can't keep selling into this. It's going to just, buy the dip. Well, this is what makes markets great, guys, too. Sentiment change so fast, it's not even
Well, something to draw attention to, and I was hoping we would get a bounce today until that stuff happened, is the volume, right? So on the day chart, this is the SPX. Ignore these 4 big volume days. Can you guess what these equally spaced volume days are, JD? They are across the bottom here, these 4 big spikes in volume. ignore them because those are the quarterly options expirations.
Right.
You can see they all are on
Mm-hmm.
Friday. But if
Yep.
you look at the volume otherwise, the highest volume tends to coincide with the bottom. Like if you look at this run here, the highest volume marked the bottom. If we go to the August sell-off, highest volume, there's the bottom. Take a look at this sell-off, right around there. And yesterday we got, you can see it happen again and again, right here, bottom. We got the highest volume of this move yesterday, right? I was hoping that might mark the bottom, but just more orderly selling from here.
I think I'm looking for the, I think the word capitulation event. And this is why, Football and I were talking about it, why this feels like, this might have some more legs down. Because, once again, we're in a different market state right now. You're in rollover, so a lot of this could get skewed one way or the other. So once again, micros are king. I've kind of been beating that drum, through the VIPs that, you can have good days trading a couple micros versus getting annihilated, in whips in the minis.
Very good point. Well, we got
those volume spikes that you were talking about, connecting the lows or coinciding with the lows. Did those happen on certain dates? Did those happen around like CPI day or an NFP day or anything like that?
I'd have to go back and do a little research. But I do know that we have someone in the background right now that we got to bring in real quick, JD.
Let's do it.
A certain man with a mustache who I hope's listening. There he is.
Hello.
Hey, Mick, what's up?
What's happening? Good to see you.
We're here with Hoop and JD in the background. Heard you got recognized at the Vegas airport.
JD did, not me.
Yeah.
Oh, just JD. Okay.
Just JD.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Right. Well, Mick, yeah, go ahead.
The Ray-Ban store.
Oh, I was there.
We got Dan in the background here too, if you hear him.
What's up, Dan?
We missed you, Jack. We missed you. It wasn't the same. I slept the whole plane ride home. We didn't have our party plane like last year.
I will be back next year. Mark my words. I will be back
with the vengeance,
conquering king. With a vengeance. Watch out, Martin County.
Yeah.
So, how are our traders doing today with this two-way action going down now?
No es bueno. It's a pretty bloody board today. No surprise there with the sell-off and then the rally up that we've seen in the equity indices. So we've had a lot of people, a lot to be short, but if you look at what we've been doing over the last, dozen sessions, with the sell-off, you could think you're selling things in the hole. They could go further down, but as people got short today and kind of took it, when the market rallied back up. So I do not have a lot of good to share. A lot of slippage. We do have someone, Joe, he's up 22 grand. We've got Quinn up 12 grand, Trin 10 grand. That's it for our 5-figure traders today. Surprising, not so surprisingly. Sure, everybody's feeling it a little bit. It's tough right here.
Yeah, I mean, if we take a look at my chart, on one of those, when we see the big P&L days, like yesterday was more conducive into it. Today, if you picked one direction and went with it, you probably got stopped out at some point before your, maximum excursion from your price. So tough day to protect your capital because if you're like, I'm getting short and hammering this and I'm adding and I'm adding and I'm adding, well, you didn't make it through that, probably. If you got long here saying it's the bottom, you're dead. Had to be a little bit nimbly bimbly.
nimbly bimbly, lighten it up. This is where if you're, a time lot trader, you break it down to, you trade smaller size, 5 lots, 2 lots, something like that. I think something I'm of the opinion, because I see it with very few traders, I'm of the opinion, just because you're someone who trades 15s doesn't mean that you trade 15 all the time. You have to be flexible. Um, you know, Volatile markets, your one lot goes a little bit longer for your dollar goes a little bit longer way. Higher risk, higher reward. An extreme example, when I was younger and I was clerking in the wheat pit, we used to, when it was a hybrid of open outcry and the computer screen. Well, I was holding a tablet for a guy, and I would do his electronic execution, and we used to load 100 lots every penny, above the market or below the market, depending on how we were positioning ourselves. There were days where those 100 lots turned into 10 lots. I talk about the maturity thing, but like you have to be nimble and adapt. Nimbly bimbly. What movie's that from again? I know that.
Somebody in chat say it.
Super Troopers.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Super
yes.
Troopers. I rewatched that movie not too long ago, and I actually have the DVD in like a plastic bin somewhere down in the storage unit. But I don't have a DVD player, and I had to purchase it. That was painful, paying $2.99 to rent a movie that I already had.
Well, Mick, you look like a super trooper right now, and I think we got a trader today we're gonna take a look at real quick.
Yeah. So despite the bloodbath, I want to talk about Franklin. Pull up his trading card. Today, I have a shout out for him. He is up $1,275, trading a 1 lot, one by one. He had shorted the market around 11 o'clock and that one contract in the NASDAQ back up 10 minutes later for a cool 1275. Just goes to show, it's pretty easy to make or lose $1,000 trading these markets where we have nice ranges. So he played it really well. He's a pretty selective guy as far as the trading goes, Jack. Although going off of his average daily P&L, minus $365, his account's not in great shape. Today was a good day. I'm very happy for him. Some of these metrics don't look all that bad either, believe it or not. There's one glaring metric that he's just got to adjust. And, it's so glaring, it should be easy to make this, adjustment. I feel like he's a lucky person to see exactly where he's going wrong, because you don't always get that clear of a picture. But 63% winning days, only 44% winning trades, and the average winning trade is almost double what the average losing trade is. But these losing days that he's having are 3 times what his average winning days. He's only making $990 on his average winners, and he's losing like $2,700.
Well,
that up. I mean, he's got 38 days under his belt, and this is how it pans out.
He's maybe buying some of the dips that weren't to be. I mean, with a 3K loss limit, the NQ is terrifying in general, but I see on the losing way too much on just buy and hope, sort of like a buy and hold investor there, because I see on the day that he lost, there's really one day that kneecapped him. He lost 31.80, and it was only on 2 trades, and because he was flat at minus 952 at some point, that means he was just taking 1 lot trades probably, and he took a 1 lot to lose $2,000. So let's do some trader math real quick. $2,000 is 100 points in the NQ. I'm guessing that's what his stop was. You can't be taking a full-size NQ for a 100-point stop when you have a 3K loss limit. It's not ideal.
Yeah,
But
you're so wrong if you're taking that much heat as far as ticks go. Obviously, we've seen larger losses when there's more size, but to let a one lot ride against you that far is, you're just so wrong, and you've been proved wrong for a while there.
I don't I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with a 100-point stop, but you got to have way smaller size. If you're really just looking at some big levels, like I've I've taken trades like that, but you're right, it is wrong with that much leverage.
It is. It is. I mean, to put that into perspective and just back up what you're saying, I mean, I've taken like $8 risk on crude oil before, but I was looking for more than that, and that was a volatile environment on a small position. Not a big swinger, but if you're looking at a market that's got wide ranges or large ATRs, you have the zone that you pick out, and if you're risking 800 ticks in oil, you're looking to take down 2,400 ticks or something like that. So, anyways, this is I can kind of understand why he had let some of these trades go against him. Many ticks on the one lots. If you look at that win loss duration, the guy is trying to catch a piece of the trend for the day. He's got an hour and a half hold times on these equity indices. That's something I really like. But after 38 days to be making less than $1,000 on your average winning day, and then almost 3 times as much on your losses, like your daily loss limit, your personal daily loss limit needs to be 1,000, no more. And if you set it at 1,000, that net P&L, the average daily P&L, it wouldn't be a negative number. It would be a positive number because he's put up 63% winning days. So it's that extra fat that he needs to take out of the equation there.
Good point, Nick.
See anything else on this trade report?
No, I think we hit it. Miami looks nice, although the weather's not bad here in Chicago at the moment.
Oh, it is very nice. I was thinking, I was like, we brought the weather back from Las Vegas, but we have better weather here in Chicago than we did in Vegas.
Definitely. What was it, cold and rainy?
Order rejected.
Yeah, cold and rainy. I was so bummed out about our little dune buggy excursion. Sun buggies, they called it.
Did you guys do it?
We went out there. They didn't have enough sun buggies for us. And it was cold, windy, and I was so bummed out. I mean, last year I was working. I had the hotspot in the laptop that I had to bring out into the desert under the tent, and I was working. And so like the only driving I got to do was when we left the buses out into the desert to like home base in the tent. I didn't even get to do that this year. They put us in a trailer behind a pickup truck, and we went at a snail's pace, like 2 miles an hour to get out there. And everybody that did have a sun buggy was flying by us. I was extremely disgruntled, because I could have spent all day out there.
Well,
but it was cold and miserable.
Order filled.
Cold and miserable.
We're breaking through, going to rebound to the upside through 55,550 in the SPX right now.
Order filled.
So keep talking, you're a market whisperer. But if you want to, as I say, do some donuts in a parking lot somewhere, I got a minivan. We could do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just for you, Mickey. Just for you. Well,
I've got a good donut story for another day.
Order filled.
Waiting with bated breath. Nick, we got Hoop and JD back here. We got to bring in. I know you're busy with Hodgman doing your stuff. So thanks for dropping in and doing a little shoulder tap.
Yeah, no problem, Jack. Thanks for having me on. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Later. Let's get Mick a dune buggy, guys.
Yep. I was out there with him. It was a cold, rainy
Order filled.
desert. I think Andre was the only one from the TopStep team that actually got to drive a buggy. We had to stand in line for quite a long time.
What, he demand to go first or something?
We had to get video of somebody doing the time trial around the racetrack part. but there were so many people waiting by the time we got to go. Like our time was up, so Andre was the only person that got to drive. We had
I
him
feel
wiped
like
out
when
the
we
whole
did that
time.
before, I nearly wiped out one of the departments coming around a corner. I'm glad that didn't happen. That would have been quite the news story.
Yes, it would have.
Oop, you there?
I am.
All right. We bounced.
Yeah, that was a big bounce. Yep.
What are you looking at in the market today, Oop?
I'm watching the ES, and I'm only trading micros. And looked a little bit to see how the grains reacted during the WASD, and really didn't do a whole hell of a lot. And once again, tariffs came, the word came about. So hogs and cattle both don't like that word. So they both kind of pulled back on that news. So, and then I always forget. I started talking to some guys again, and I forgot all about this. And not only is it regular rollover coming, but we all forget that Goldman still rolls in the commodities. They still have their role, which I kind of forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know about that?
No, refresh my memory.
Okay, so I'll put this link in chat. So basically, I used to trade in the Goldman Sachs Commodity Index. So that was basically it's like a CRB, JD. It was an inflationary index, and that's how I kind of started before I jumped into pips. So basically, Goldman has to take a physical position within the commodity, and they have to roll that position, as each quarter comes along for them. So if you look at that,
Order filled.
I remember, if you read it, there's a thing on Wikipedia. So basically, from like 2000 to 2009, when they armed and rolled their position,
Order filled.
it says they made up to $26 billion through arbitrage between 2000 and 2009. So, you ever?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, just that, they just
Order filled.
Yeah, and just like what Jack says, is, when you see thousand lots fly through an index or things like that, we used to know where that comes from, and it's the same thing now. Is that we don't know who's laying this off where, but as Jack kind of told the people, is that for you, is that it's probably not something just somebody being naked a thousand lot. It's got some arb there somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, exactly. Sorry, I got booted by Mr. Hoagland for a second, but he'll be around later. Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to fill a 1,000 lot order at a market like this unless there's something else going on.
Yeah.
Got a little pullback here.
Some decent buying just came in.
Yeah, this could be a cheap shot at a long. I'm not sure I want to get into it 5 minutes before we.
Yeah, we will be dipping soon. But Coach Hoop, the Pit Raiders, do you teach this kind of stuff to your team when you guys meet? Give them all these old insights that you gathered through the many years.
Yeah, I don't know what relevancy a lot of it has, but I think as a guy who looks at a little bit more of a fundamental side of a market than straight technicals all the time, I just think if I've got guys that are messing around and trading hogs and cattle, it's not a true same thing with the greens. Those things aren't just. I mean, technicals are a lot bigger than they were, 25 years ago in those pits. But they're still a part of it. So if my traders who have, kind of migrated a little bit when, they weren't loving the trade in the equities, that, there's subtleties that go on in those markets that you should know before you get your face ripped off, because, it's in a rollover position, or if it's in some, like Wazi's coming out, like that was actually pretty mild. I think we've seen some ones that if they weren't aware of a number, like some people didn't know when the pit hours were.
Yep.
So once again, if you're going into those other markets, that's really the only time we get into it. I mean, I just been talking lately just more with the volatility is just, and I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it, sizing down. But the other thing is just, these markets will beat you up mentally. So we've been talking some more, stuff like, a little bit of Mark Douglas, a little Tom Hugard. I like those guys because they have an interesting way that they talk and look at the market.
Mm-hmm. Well, a couple quick stats before we got to get out of here. Coach Hoop, the Pit Raiders are currently sitting in third place in the season 2 of the Top Step VIP experience. You got 15 traders that passed the trading combine into the XFA. No one's actually actively trading in an XFA right now, though. You have 15 open active trading combines, so you got some traders sitting on their hands, waiting for the right time to jump into those XFAs. You got a 9% pass rate right now, off of 15 combine passes and 151 total resets for the entire Pit Raiders team. But what were you going to say?
No, it's just, that's the thing that we've, when it gets difficult like this, I think, I sent you guys that thing where to start the month, it's taking that mindset. I think some people say, well, we're a month and a half left. How long should it take me to pass the combine? And I said, man, don't put a time frame on it. I mean, I get it as you get closer, and the VIP experience is going to expire. But ultimately, I just think, I've got a couple guys that are getting closer. I had a couple that passed. But to just sit there and say how long should it take, there's no magic time frame of how fast.
Yeah, for sure. And this isn't being invited into the VIP experience. We're not giving it to you just so you can rip through a trading combine, get into an XFA, and roll in a couple days. It's supposed to be an actual experience. That's why you're assigned a coach. You're given resets for 3 entire months. The purpose is to actually sit down and learn something, put a process together, and become a better trader. That's the point of it. Not just to fumble around with a couple free resets and shoot for the moon, But it looks like the traders that were doing that were released early back into the wild, and for the most part, from what I see, everyone else is actually taking it seriously and
grinding it out,
listening to grinding it out, listening to what their coaches are saying, and actually trying to gain something from the experience. So I'm glad that is happening.
Well, I think they get a lot from being in the room with other traders too, JD. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
They share a lot between themselves.
My dad just shared pretty much what you just said. Like,
order filled.
Time talking to each other, helping each other out, encouraging each other. There's no Debbie Downers in there. There's no one hoping everybody else is going to lose kind of thing. It's a different mentality than we see sometimes in other chats. Yeah. So that's a good thing, and I hope it continues for sure.
Order filled.
All right, guys. We are coming up on time here. Up next, we got Back to the Futues. Dolby Time's jumping in, and I see Doom. Mr. Doom is in the green room right now. He's going to be joining us for another hour of trading. Well, 45 minutes. We got Ho coming back for the afternoon recap at about 1:45.
Order filled.
So, Jack, thanks for sticking around. Coach Hoop, great to see you again.
Order filled.
For you, Hoop. Maybe we can get to that tomorrow.
Okay.
You got it. Cool. Or you can share it in Discord too.
I'll do that. I'll do that for sure.
Awesome. Jack, thanks for your time also. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, folks, we're going to take a short break. You got something to say? What was that, Jack?
Yeah, we're selling off a little bit again. Let's get some Doom buggies. Let's do it.
Let's get some Doom buggies. All right. Back to the Future's coming up next. Dolby Time and Doom are waiting to get in here. So, Top Step TV. We'll be right back. Let's go.
Soybeans, meal, oil. You want to buy some soybeans? Soybeans. You want soybeans? Order filled. 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 Order filled.
eso dices in a car, in el taxi. Esa es la razón. Si te dio este tip, recuerda, dame un like, comparte este video. En esta clase, amigos, vamos a estar trabajando con estas palabras muy comunes en inglés que debes saberlas utilizar correctamente en los distintos contextos. Vas a aprender algunos tips para que te sea más fácil utilizarlas y puedas mejorar tu fluidez. Vamos a iniciar con las primeras tres. En la siguiente diapositiva quiero que pongas mucha atención a lo siguiente. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre estas tres palabras que utilizamos cuando queremos referirnos a una cantidad de algo? Yo lo que te recomiendo es que te los aprendas a partir de estas traducciones. Esa es la recomendación que yo te hago, va a ser mucho más fácil para ti y así tu mente no se va a revolver con aprenderte los sustantivos contables e incontables, no. Mejor sigue este tip que te estoy compartiendo. Cuando te refieras a mucho o mucha sin S, vas a utilizar la palabra en inglés much, much. Cuando te refieres a muchos con S, muchas con S final, vas a utilizar entonces la palabra many, ¿ok? Simplemente acuérdate de estas traducciones, ¿ok? El much es cuando te refieres a algo, podríamos decir singular, y el many cuando te refieres a plural. Ahora, la palabra a lot of, esta puede tener los cuatro significados, podríamos decir que es un comodín en inglés. ¿Cómo se pronuncia? Recuerden que les he comentado cuando la T después tenga un sonido vocálico, pronúnciala como el sonido de N que tenemos en la palabra barato, ¿ok? Entonces digan a lot of, a lot of, a lot of. Apréndansela de esa manera para que sea más fácil para ustedes pronunciar, ¿ok? Veamos entonces algunos ejemplos. I have many friends. Tengo muchos amigos, ¿ok? Estoy aquí hablando en plural, mis amigos, por eso es que la palabra es en plural, utilizo many. Tengo muchos amigos. I don't have much money. No tengo mucho dinero, ¿ok? Escuchen la traducción. Mucho dinero, por eso acá utilizo much, much. I don't have much money. I don't have much money. ¿Recuerdas también que en la clase anterior te dije que la D muchas veces también, principalmente con estos, con este auxiliar, se pronuncia muy cómodo para que lo hagas más rápido. I don't have much money. I don't have much money. Otro ejemplo. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends. Tengo muchos amigos. Aquí no importa, puedes recordar que el of se utiliza con todas estas traducciones. I don't have a lot of money. No tengo mucho dinero. I don't have a lot of money. Entonces, esto es lo primero que debes entenderte. ¿Okay? Aquí lo único comodín es la palabra a lot of. ¿Sí? Es un comodín porque lo puedes utilizar para todos los significados que tiene. Y si tienes que tener mucho cuidado con much y many. Ahora bien, pasemos a algunas características particulares de estas tres palabras. ¿Cómo traducirías estos dos enunciados al inglés?
Order filled.
Tengo mucho dinero. Bien, aquí tengo estas opciones. ¿Cuál de las cuatro o cuáles de las cuatro crees que sean correctas y cuáles incorrectas? Estas dos primeras están mal, ¿ok? Aunque a nosotros literalmente nos suene correcto en español, pero en inglés está mal. Las únicas que están correctas son las dos siguientes, ¿ok? Te voy a explicar el porqué. La palabra much solamente la vamos a utilizar en inglés para negar y para preguntar. Ahí te pongo estos dos signos para que vayas haciendo mis notaciones y vayas aprendiendo esta información. En la primera dice que está lloviendo mucho. Estamos hablando de una afirmación. Sí, recuerda, una afirmación es aquel enunciado que no tiene la palabra o que no tiene el signo de interrogación. Sí, entonces tengo mucho dinero, está lloviendo mucho. Las dos son afirmaciones, por lo tanto, no podemos utilizar la palabra much. Much solamente la utilizamos para preguntas y para negaciones. En cambio, a lot of sí lo utilizamos para afirmar, para negar y preguntar. Lo mismo sucede con many también. Entonces, cuando estés afirmando y tengas que traducir mucho o mucha, vas a utilizar en lugar de much, vas a utilizar a lot of, como en estos ejemplos. Está lloviendo mucho. It is raining a lot. O it is raining a lot. Tengo mucho dinero. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. ¿Correcto? Muy bien.
Order filled.
No tiene love. Más adelante te lo voy a explicar. Muy bien, ahora con esto en mente, pasemos a los siguientes enunciados. ¿Cómo podemos comunicar en inglés las siguientes ideas? No tengo mucha comida. ¿Tienes mucha comida? Tengo mucha comida. Okay. Es una misma idea expresada en una afirmación, una pregunta y una negación. Bueno, las primeras dos, la negación y la pregunta, vamos a utilizar la palabra much, ¿correcto? De la siguiente manera. I don't have much food. No tengo mucha comida. Do you have much food? ¿Tienes mucha comida? Ahí, sin ningún problema, podemos utilizar much porque estamos negando y preguntando. Y para eso sí se utiliza la palabra much en inglés. Pero en la última que dice tengo mucha comida, ahí es una afirmación. Por lo tanto, ya no podemos utilizar much, sino a lot of. A lot of. I have a lot of food. I have a lot of food. Siguientes ejemplos. No tomo mucho café. ¿Tomas mucho café? Tomo mucho café. Nuevamente se trata de una misma idea expresa en una negación, una pregunta y una afirmación. En las primeras dos, como tenemos la palabra mucho, vamos a utilizar much de la siguiente manera. Do you drink much coffee? Pero en la última, nuevamente es una afirmación, tenemos que cambiar el much por a lot of. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink much coffee. Do you drink much coffee? I drink a lot of coffee. Very good, guys.
Order filled.
A continuación les voy a explicar por qué en algunos enunciados escribimos la expresión completa a lot of y en algunos simplemente decimos a lot, es decir, omitimos el of. Esta es la razón para que ustedes puedan aprenderla en esta clase y de esta manera mejorar su fluidez cuando tengan que utilizar este tipo de palabras o expresiones. It's raining a lot.
Order filled.
My wife and I travel a lot. Los tres ejemplos utilizan el a lot y después ya no tienen la palabra of, ¿correcto? It's raining a lot. I like apples a lot. My wife and I travel a lot. La respuesta es muy sencilla, amigos. Si después de a lot ya no hay un sustantivo u otra palabra, entonces tampoco hay necesidad de que escribas of, ¿correcto? Ya no necesitas ni escribirla ni decirla en inglés. En cambio, pon atención a este contraste.
Order filled.
I need a lot of chairs. I need a lot of chairs. I have a lot of presents for you. I have a lot of presents for you. There is a lot of food. There is a lot of food. Pon mucha atención como después de a lot hay un sustantivo, ¿ok?
Order filled.
Lo voy a encerrar aquí. Sillas, acá, regalos y acá, comida. Como hay un sustantivo después de a lot, por eso es que tenemos que poner el of. Esta es la razón principal para que puedas utilizar correctamente estas dos expresiones de cantidad. Muy bien, espero que con esto te haya quedado claro. Y si es así, te pido que en este momento me regales un like. Recuerda que es gratuito, no te cuesta nada y a mí me ayuda mucho. Vamos a continuar. How much, how many. Son también expresiones que se forman a partir de much y many. Y lo mismo, la misma recomendación. No te voy a hablar ahorita de contables e incontables y que te frustres.
Order filled.
Contables e incontables. Bueno, no. Simplemente pon atención.
Order filled.
Cuando quieras
Order filled.
o cuándo. Si sin la S, entonces vas a utilizar la expresión how much. How much. How much. Pero si quieres comunicar la idea cuántos o cuántas, entonces si tiene la S, vas a utilizar en inglés la expresión how many. How many. ¿Correcto? Veamos ejemplos. How much sugar do you need daily? Sorry. How much sugar do you eat daily? ¿Cuánta azúcar comes diariamente? ¿Ok? How much money do you need? ¿Cuánto dinero necesitas? How much does it cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Entonces simplemente pon atención a la idea que estés comunicando. ¿Cuánta? ¿Cuánto? ¿Ok? Y no te vas a equivocar. Vas a utilizar siempre how much. En cambio acá, pon atención a las traducciones. Preguntas.
Order filled.
How many people are there? How many people are there? How many brothers do you have? How many brothers do you have? How many hours do you work a day? How many hours
Order
do you
filled.
work a day? Ok, aquí la clave, amigos. A algunos colegas y algunos teachers les enseñan aquí el tema de contables y contables. Para que te sea más fácil, simplemente que tu mente recuerde. Si lleva ese, entonces es many o how many. Y si no la lleva, entonces es much o how much. Simplemente ese es el tip para que se te haga más fácil. Ahora pasemos a contrastar las otras dos palabras. A little, a few. Las dos palabras las utilizamos para referirnos que hay poco de algo, ¿ok? La diferencia es la S. A little significa, ya sea en femenino o masculino, un poco o una poca. A few es unos pocos, unas pocas, ¿ok? La traducción de a few siempre va a ir con S. Esa es la diferencia. De esa manera va a ser más sencillo para ti. Cuando utilizas a few books, estás diciendo pocos libros, pocos amigos, pocos días. Pero si le quites a, es como incluso ser más pequeña la cantidad, ¿ok? Poquitos libros, ¿ok? Más pequeña, ¿correcto? Es un sentido, podríamos decir, más negativo, ¿ok? Igual sucede acá. Poco tiempo, acá, poquito tiempo.
it work?
If it doesn't explode in my face, I'm considering taking not the full stop.
So you're in right now, short 460?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that gnarly moment where your entry becomes support.
Not ideal. It is not ideal.
Everyone saw it live and started buying it right there. We did stop right at settlement price. Again, 19,453 settlement price. Make sure you have those Top Step daily levels indicators up on your TopStepX platform so you can see these levels that we're talking about throughout the day. We just bounced off a settlement price again, hovering on the recent high on the previous 5-bar candle, the 5-minute bar.
Let's try it.
88.5, call it 500 or 490.
It's trying to make new highs. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Just give us a pullback.
Outcome is currently working a bid. Outcome's working a bid to enter.
434 is gonna pull back.
434.
I'm getting ready to exit this with a trail. 14.6.
How wide was your stop?
460, 523.5. Why to stop?
Okay, so pretty wide. We would have gotten
I'm
stopped
testing
out.
this
Pretty
high
wide, yeah.
against the push.
Yeah.
Order filled.
I wonder if this Ukraine news is really making people bullish here. We can get something.
We're ripping again.
Settled. Yeah. Oh, well, 1 minute range
we go.
held up pretty nice. Love to get long somewhere.
It moved back to settlement. Might have been our shot.
Yeah.
Unless this is just a quick liquidity grab. Looking to sweep some stops and then
Right, we're pulling orders. I guess I just don't see the liquidity sweep happening until we get up to 600s.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Run 615s and then maybe get back into middle of the range. But we're just we're kind of in no man's land right now in the NASDAQ. If we're looking at a range chart or a 1 hour chart or a 4 hour, we kind of tested lows, tested highs. So if we're going range to range, and we tested 19,200s, that means 19,600s probably up next. Because that would be the range to range trade. Well past the middle at this point. And that's still 85 points to the upside. How do we anticipate without getting just our faces chopped off?
And I'm out. Took the full stop.
Full stop. Okay.
Yep, that's a rip. That is a rip right there.
This is a big run. Oh, we had the right idea, JD. Just not good trade with.
Yeah. A little off on our timing.
Order filled.
But definitely the right idea. All right, we just wait for the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Can still get in on this. Turnaround Tuesday, says Sterling. We were talking about that. Could this be it?
Yeah, I don't know if
Literally chopped everybody out.
Look at this run. Look at this go.
This right here at 19,324 was probably the proper entry. I was still in the green room for this my strategy on the 1 minute. Yeah, that's where it was with a very small risk. At this point, chasing it, I don't feel it. Even though the Bollinger Bands are opening up and volatility is expanding up, you never know when this will just either end up as a wick, a big 5-minute wick, or doubles the candle upward.
Right.
Yeah, it's impossible to anticipate that.
Sure, good try on the high, and I got smoked on it.
A little bit of short action in here just because we got a 4-hour candlestick high here from March 10th. That level is 1,550. So might pull off 10, 20 points off of that before we go 600s. Maybe we can get 488s on a long. If this level can pull back at all. Wish we were long. Wish we were long.
Order filled.
Jerome for 40 points. We can try to get filled on something. A little 40-point Jerome. That's like
order filled.
1 minute chart. That happens all the time.
Order filled.
I'm on back. All right, there we go. Getting there.
Little minor pullback. Maybe we can go a little deep. Maybe we can get a deeper pullback here.
See if we can get 489.
Ideally back down to 49s. I was thinking ideally back down to 90.
So 90? Let's see if we can get 490s, 49s. I think that works.
Order filled.
49s.
You guys looking for a short?
We're trying to get long. I think
Off a
JD,
pullback?
we're trying to off a pullback.
Scale out here. Coming off some strong 15-minute bars. A couple of strong 30-minute bars. 5-minute. Just straight up. Since
it is
1230 low.
Straight up. Yep.
1230 low.
Such a good scalping market. We're waiting for a pullback right now. Mitsu S.
Order filled.
We can get filled at 49s. Resistance becomes support, and then we try making a run to 600. That would be the dream scenario.
Order filled.
Nice 100-point ripper to close the day would be nice.
Order filled.
Oh yeah. Close the 1 p.m. session wouldn't even be the 100-point ripper is like almost nothing now, JD. We're so jaded. NASDAQ
Order filled.
I know, right? Volatility can ruin you as a trader. Once it's over,
oh yeah,
getting back into the routine of not trading high volatility,
order filled,
kills a lot of traders for sure. You hold on too long, you think you're gonna get that huge move. Your risk is super wide, but the moves just aren't there anymore. So do your best to embrace this, learn from it.
Might on this one. See. I'm out.
Where's our bid at?
49s and 3/4. So it's just on top of kind of that 1 minute range that formed before we broke out.
Got it.
Order filled.
Yeah. It's pretty clear if you have a 1 minute. There we're in. Okay, we're in.
We're in. We got it.
Order filled.
Can we just try to scratch this for 1-to-1? Should we get 500 bucks on this? Like, that wouldn't be bad.
I think so. Well, now we got sellers stepping in. Right at the
This is 600. That's a $2,000 trade. Not so diamond hands. 1-to-1.
This is a good opportunity for a cheap long, which is what we took.
It is. Yes, we are in. We can get up to like 520.
I'm sorry to fade you guys. I took a short.
Oh, that's fine. Do your thing.
That's fine.
Do whatever you see.
If you want your short to work, I can just go to break even, get it stopped out. And how the NASDAQ works.
Oh man! Again, happen again. But I have a semi-good condition for the 3 minute to trail back.
Looking at the 3 minute.
That's probably where I'm gonna put my profit target. My stop is above the last 1 minute high.
Okay.
About 1-to-1. About 1-to-1.
Both of these trades are very valid.
Order filled.
Yeah, there's a case for both these trades, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's trading, and we're gonna find out. Something is gonna happen here, up or down.
Always.
No chance of not happening.
We could both win
Something
on
is
this.
happening. Oh yeah, totally. And we're kind of rooting for 515s to break to the upside, and we're rooting for 480s to hold. What's your profit target for your trade, Doom?
426 and a tick, about 426, and the stop is up at 550 and 3 ticks.
Okay.
But I don't like this bounce off the 15 MA. This current 1 minute candle. Well, 30 seconds. Let's see where it closes. I'm going to take it early. If it doesn't shoot through and it stays above the 15 MA on this 1 minute close,
Nice.
Really jockeying for position right here. Super choppy.
Yep. We have a 30-minute bar printing in 10 seconds. That can make things a little bit spicy. A little bit of volatility coming in.
I do like spicy.
You don't like spicy?
I do like spicy. Spicy is
Oh,
the
you do?
best.
Okay. Good.
Sriracha on
Order
everything.
rejected.
So, that's right.
Cilantro on everything.
Okay,
Order
so we have a
rejected.
series for lows happening on the 1 minute. Trying to maintain caught in a little wedge now. This is trading probably for both of us, to be honest.
No follow through the upside.
Order filled.
Range bound between 484s and 515s.
Order filled.
Okay. Doom is smiley. We're less smiley.
Doom's working.
Order filled.
Yeah, I'm up. I don't know, $20 on this trade, but I'm
Yeah.
very
We're only 10
such
points.
explosive
We're still
move.
right
I was
on
trying to get
order
the end of
filled.
the cucumba.
Order filled.
We're out on it. 500.
All right. Could be flagging again
I'm gonna
here.
let this play out maybe a little bit further down. I don't want to be too greedy on it, but we could price check the 50 SMA on the 5 minute. That's what I'm looking at. So that's high 300s.
Yeah, this is tough. 420 longs? I like 420 longs. I think the segment's probably going to be close by the time we get to 420s, though. I mean, if those were probably a little bit better entries, we might also have gotten just JD.
Oh, buddy.
So this laptop is so lucky. It's a company laptop. Launch this thing. Oh, these stop runs in NASDAQ are just brutal. Got down to like the 50% of that 1 minute range and then just bounced. So that was 469s. You got stopped by like Jick too. 54s.
You got a 3 minute flagging pattern here. You can even look at the 1 minute flag. Also, we play a breakout.
We got stopped at 469, 75. Man, even a 25-point stop is maybe not enough for NASDAQ.
Too tight.
Maybe not enough. Well, it's hard to split the difference between wanting to get filled or just getting run up on.
Order filled.
You know, either get left behind or you get filled and just squashed. I mean, micros might be the play. Just trade 5 micros instead of 1 E-mini and give yourself double the risk.
Value gap trader in the chat has been pushing his message of selling the NQ, sell. Add some context, would you please, value gap trader? Tell us why it's a short. As we rally.
Hey, Chris, I didn't move the stop. Did not move the stop. 25-point stop is nothing in these markets for NASDAQ right now. Absolutely nothing.
Really not. 25-point stop will take you out in the blink of an eye right now.
And that's $500. $500 25-point stop. And it is not enough. Like ideally, you try to get risk down to like 15. Look at this range. It's down to like 470s. This is a micro sort of market.
There he is again. Sell NQ. We ask for context, value gap trader. Please offer some.
What's your trade? What is your trade?
I wouldn't
I'd be
sell
down to
a
short.
mini in this market right now for my life. I ain't pushing the mini. It's even too much. Wish they had half micros.
Half micros. Yeah, Thomas Tonka, I agree. 5 MNQ, 40-point stop. It seems to be the way. You know, if I was in a trading combine or something, it'd be for sure be micro weather. Trade 2-3 micros, see if you can catch a really, really big range, and maybe try to, you know, slowly add into something if you got a good price. But an E-mini with 25-point stop is, you better hope you get exactly what you're looking for right away, and that your locations are just super good. Got a poll in chat. Do you trade micros? Yes. Micros exclusively? Yes, both micros and minis. No, just minis exclusively. Thank you for the poll.
Good question. Especially on a day like today.
Yeah. I mean, do we try to rebid this? I mean, we have a nice 5-minute range actually forming, so maybe
Order
we should get
filled.
460s, 450s, 434s are kind of interesting.
Yeah, we're wedging right now. We got a wedge pattern. Let's see if I want to see if the bottom breaks out on this.
Yeah.
And Q Trader. Still offering no context. I'm just going to hide your messages.
Bye-bye. Yeah, a little stop run of those little candlesticks would be pretty sweet. That's like 450, 460. Those all look pretty interesting. What's the halfway? Halfway is 407. All right, let's bid 448s. Let's see if this 5-minute
Just
range
below
can hold.
settlement price.
Mm-hmm. We'll bid 448s. How's that short working out for you, Doom?
Are you still in that short, Doom?
I mean, a little bit profit. I am holding it. We made a relative top on the 1 and the 3 minute. I'm, you know, gonna hang out. I'm considering limiting exposure in maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Okay. So I want to see how this closes, and if it doesn't blow through my stop, like it's nothing, it's fine. If it closes. Seconds, another 2 minutes on it.
Lions up 6K on micros. NASDAQ? I believe it.
Pretty good day.
To be honest, I don't see why not. Seems entirely possible.
How many micros?
On 6K on micros in NASDAQ, I could see it for sure. For sure.
Trading 50 lot micros?
Even 40.
There we go. Looks like we're breaking out to the upside again, possibly.
I'm actually going to save here. Save 20.
Got another really nasty ring now. Going right here at highs.
Just tested the upper trend line of that this little wedge pattern that's building on the 1 minute chart.
Yeah. You see the wedge too. Yeah, does that mean we buy 475? And then just keep on moving that buy limit just higher and higher and higher.
That's your cheap trade. Trading
it is
the extremes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or fading the extremes of the pattern.
I mean, it works until it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. We're not getting a breakout.
We're not getting a breakdown. What's that mean?
Nobody's right.
Yeah. I mean, you're in shorts. You know, you're probably not feeling super comfortable. We were in longs. We weren't feeling super comfortable. You know, this market has everybody on edge right now. Unless you had perfect entries.
Tyler Smith says bull flag forming. Yeah, we've been talking about that for the last 15 minutes. we keep testing that upper line, we might see a bit of a breakout here. Looks like it wants to break out now.
I mean, like, technically, the right trade up here is
this is my cue to.
but
I took the early stop.
Order
stop. I'm
filled.
getting signs of a breakout. I'm going to stand in front of the bus and watch it hit me. And even if it falls like an anvil, I'm all right with it. The early stop should be with 70% loss.
I got a feeling this is going to rip now.
Sure feels like it.
2 losers in a row.
Sure feels like it.
Yeah, we both had the potential to win on that trade, and we both took a loss on that trade. Unbelievable. We had opposite positions. House count was long, Doom was short, and we both took a loss on the trade. Incredible. That's volatility.
Order filled.
Look at that pullback. You trade micros.
Order filled. Order
Micros
filled.
and minis. 40%. Micros exclusively.
Wrap my hands
Order
around
filled.
it.
Order rejected.
The tilt is that about 50, 56%, 44 short.
Gabriel passed 100K with MNQ instead of NASNQ. I improved my winning percentage by 20%. Wow. Said about that. Smaller size, wider stops. During markets that have increased volatility.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Well, if it's making,
I mean, you want to trade a size.
Candles.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to.
Order filled.
You want to trade a size that you feel comfortable getting into the market in. Your setup shows up, and you're only trading one, E-mini NASDAQ, and you're still getting cold feet or cold hands, and maybe size down so that hesitancy goes away, and that risk is more in line with what you tolerate. You like shorts at 550 here? It worked. It worked last time. Does it work again? Brad Sims up 2,600 on no more than 5 micros today. Once again,
awesome.
Micros.
Nice job.
Awesome.
Nice job.
Love hearing it. As cold hands and cold
Working our way back.
Back up to 550s.
Working our way back to this recent high here. Here we go. We're breaking out now.
Nazi.
Now we're busting through.
We wanted to play. Cheap shorts right here, right now. 10 points.
I kind of saw it cooking.
Did you say you want to short it here, Goldie?
Just saying. Cheap shorts. It worked last time. I don't think it's going to work, but I mean, it's NASDAQ. You have to put the order in first and then let the chips fall where they may. It's not like we have a choice.
And Marie very passively in the chat saying, I would not short.
I wouldn't. I'm not shorting it. Or else I'd have a short on right now.
I do not want to short either.
Really wanted to get. Actually, we've tried long 2 times. It just did not work out.
Twice we try and get on the right side of this move, and twice we got stopped. We're on the right side.
Right side, wrong location. But if we were doing micros, JD, I think we would still be in both of the trades.
Most likely, we would have expanded our stops if we were trading micros. That's true.
Yeah, we could have doubled.
But I mean,
could have doubled it.
I'm going to leave one
I said shorts, so now we're already.
I offer it. If I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy it at 19,445 and a half. I'll leave the order in. If it comes and get it, all right. I don't feel comfortable chasing into this, even though it is breaking out.
Order filled.
Jason says 3-bar reversal on the 1 hour chart, and indeed is setting up. All right, well, we got a minute before we talk about our next setup. We're going to bring Eddie in to see how some of our traders at TopStep here are doing. We got some jab moments. Eddie, why don't you come in and tell us what's going on?
Right. Order filled.
Like bring me in like the wild man from the Congo. We're going to bring him in, so be careful. Don't put your hands out. He bites. I'm going to bite you right now. Jab, jab, jab. We're talking jab, jab, jab. And this is about how
Order filled.
Forward. It's a strategy that emphasizes patience, discipline, and readiness. Okay, success, moving forward, payouts, passing the combine. Let's see who those top step traders are.
Order filled.
Making the jabs count. Mohas, go. Yeah, I made 500 and locked out. That was early this morning. Subham says, Hogan, Eddie, reached my target, locked out for the day. Jab, jab,
Order
jab.
filled.
Our good friend Richard Harris. Holy speak. I had 6 wins
Order
in a row.
filled.
Lost 2 pre-market, went 4-2 pre-market, but 6-0 during the session. That deserves a jab, jab, jab. Shan, HP, just passed 2 combines. Let's go. Way to go, Shan. Joey Cooks, just passed my combine shut out, top step. Way to go, Joey. Kink Trades, up 1,500 and locking up. That's a very good day here. Adam N, I'm up 7,200 on 2 XFAs. That's kicking some butt. Way to go, Adam. Remember, coming back tomorrow, be humble, be frugal, don't give it back. Outsiders, today's my son's B-Day. We wish him happy birthday. And I just passed 5 days in a live account, up 56.93. That's great. Keep it going, outsider. My life, Chris, just passed my combine. Congratulations. And last but not least, Hardway Trading. Just hit my $1,500 profit for the day. Locked it out. There you go, Hardway. Be a smart trader. Don't risk it. And that's what I got for Jab, Jab, Jab. And I'm going to pass it back to Nick JD.
Thank you so much, Eddie. Big shout out to all those traders making big moves in their trading combines and funded accounts today. Way to go. Here we go. Still ticking higher. Slowly.
Higher range. This is the high of the 4-hour range. I'm looking
and
over
that wedge breakout.
Trades. Breakers, all of them. Yeah, nice move here. This is high of the 4-hour range, so this will get a little bit wiggly up here. And also might push price up into the 40s, and it could still return back into range and look totally normal on a 4-hour chart or a 1-hour chart. But this is...
We'll keep monitoring. We got Hogue. Hogue's waiting in the wings. He's going to come in for our afternoon recap in just a minute. We got about 2 minutes left together, guys. So we roll into Power Hour. Dolby's going to stick around for another hour. We've got Power Hour with Isaac. Big Tick Energy himself is here. Isaac